All right, class, we're going to go ahead and take a look now at part 3. So this is the last part in section 5.1. So we're going to take a look at a different couple of examples. So far, what we've done the coefficient, we've done the variable, and we've done the combination of coefficient and variable. So in this particular case, remember what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and factor out the polynomials. In this particular case, we're going to factor out the polynomials. For this first one, we're going to factor out the x minus 5. If you think about it, this is like considered one term right there. So both of these right here are considered one terms. You have one term here and you have another term there. So what we're going to do is we're going to factor out what they have in common. In this case, your GCF is that x minus 5. So once again, let's take a look at this. We're going to go ahead and factor out x minus 5 from both of them. So it'll be a little bit easier than what we had before. So we factor out the x minus 5. That's your GCF. If we factor it out from this first term right there, we're only left with 7x. And we're going to do the same thing for the second one. We're going to go ahead and factor out the x minus 5 from this one. So we're left with the plus 3. And that will be your answer right there. So once again, not a big deal. All you really have to do is take a look, see what polynomial they have in common. Now our next section will be a little bit related to this, so put special attention to this, because we are going to see it again. Our next problem, problem D right there, so it looks a little bit more complicated. It looks a little bit more intimidating than our previous one, but once again, take a look at it. We have 3 gigantic terms here. We have this one right here, we have the second one, and we have this third one. Remember, these 3 terms are separated by minuses and pluses right there. If you notice, all of them have the y squared minus x in common. So that is your GCF. Your GCF for this one will be the polynomial y squared minus x. So that's what we're going to factor out here. We're going to factor out the y squared minus x from all of them. So we factor it out from the first one here. We're left with 2b. So that takes care of the first term there. We factor it out from the second one. So we're going to go ahead and be left with the minus 3a. And then if we take a look at the last one here, we're going to be left with the 6c. So if we take a look, that's what we end up with. We factor it